a midday and welcome to our channel, our community, where women above the age of 35, we come here to talk about the things that matter to us, our lives and our lifestyle. And this is where we are learning how to be bold, authentic and significant. And likewise, our conversations need to be bold, they need to be authentic and they need to be significant. And that's why today we are going to have one significant conversations about transitioning from career into business and thriving whilst at it. So therefore, we have the privilege and the honor of having a lady who's already doing that, or who has managed to make that transition and is thriving. Her name is none other than Gasheri Thuku, who I'm sure you know because you've interacted with her products or seen on social media. I mean, she's been all over. This thing has created such a buzz. Chef Naturals. So welcome, Gasheri.
Thank you, Laimani.
Sana. So
thank you.
I just wanted to find out from you, but when the last time I said 7 years back?
7 years ago.
Yes. You were in class.
Yes, I was.
So this is a fruit of alabastron, just so that you may know.
I am a proud alumni.
Yeah. Alabastron. So just start by telling us, how did you make the transition from being a dentist into this? There's nothing about dentistry in what you're doing now. Or is there?
No. At least not clinical dentistry. Yeah. So I started doing business while I was still a dentist. I started Chef Naturals while I was a dentist.
And so it's just products that you're making?
It was called, actually I didn't begin alone.
Yeah.
I began with a group of friends.
Okay.
I really wanted to feel like I'm secure in a network where there are other people that are walking the journey with me. I was a bit scared of how do I do it alone. So I called my friends and I told them there's this idea I have seen. I think it is going to work, and because I am interested in women and you are my women, so let's do this together. So we began as Magnolia. We were 9 of us. Okay. We were 9 ladies.
Okay.
Then 6 months down the line, my friends realized Gasheri forced us into something that we were not sure about. Yeah, this was her thing. Yeah. So they sold the business idea back to me. Yeah, and now I had no option. I had to overcome my fear of being alone and take it over from there. So I will do it alongside dentistry. This year I had quite a bit of conversation around, do I still continue being in clinical dentistry and doing this, or do I want to take the next step in my life? So the big conversation for me was women empowerment, even as I was doing chef. Yeah. And I felt that was my calling much more than clinical medicine. So here I am, not doing clinical dentistry anymore, focusing on empowering women through beauty and the African conversation, just being able to pass the African conversation from our generation to the next generation, and also just being able to impact communities better. Yes.
I think I love what you said about empowering women, because obviously that speaks to my heart.
Yes.
But tell me, because a lot of women who are watching this are, women who are living above 35. So you have people who sneak in, they are not in there. But one of the things is living that which is familiar and what you were trained for. How did you overcome that? How do you make that leap? Because for a lot of people, they're like, better the devil I know. Never mind, the devil never has good things for you. By the way, don't stick with the devil. Even if you know.
Yes.
But most people are like, better this which I know. It's familiar. It's I'm trained for this. How do you move from that into an unfamiliar territory?
I think what keeps most people in familiar territory really is fear. And once you realize you have nothing to lose, you just have to overcome the fear. So for me, I was at a point where I really needed to make a decision, or I was just going to continue living a life of I wasn't satisfied. I needed to be able to wake up every morning and I'm excited about what I am going to do next. And for me, that was working with women within the beauty industry and impacting. For me, I needed to make that move. So I tell any woman who is thinking about how do I move, you have to have the motivation has to be greater than the fear you have inside you. Yes.
So when did your motivation become greater than the fear? Because So here you are, you're moonlighting,
Mm-hmm.
basically.
Yes.
So was there a tipping point where you thought, no, where we have reached another thing in Africa?
Yes.
Sasa pale nimefika.
Yes.
I have to make a jump
Mm-hmm.
or kill this business.
The point at which I realized I just have to make the next move was I was always tired. I mean, you can't put your energy into everything and be able to be significant in any of them.
It's true.
So at the end of the day, I had to decide this is where my significance is really needed and focus on it. So I had to let go of what I thought I am impacting, but not at the point at the level at which I wanted to be able to impact. And so where is my energy needed more? And so I needed to focus my energy onto that. Yeah, so I needed to make that decision at the point of I am too tired, I can't attend to everything, I need to be able to focus. Yeah.
And I'm sure obviously that jump was not smooth because you have to deal with the people that you disappoint along the way.
Oh yes.
People who are just happy that you are doctor.
Yes. Even to date, when I tell people I left clinical, they're like, oh no. But you see, the good thing is at least you still you still get to retain the title. So I'm like, what really is there as a comfort is the title. So I for me it's not about the title, it's about doing something that for me is giving me satisfaction, is giving significance to exactly what I am interested in doing. Yeah, it's not about the title or feeling like because I'm doing this then I am more respected. You should be able to be respected as long as you're doing it unto the Lord.
Yeah,
yes,
unto the Lord. But how do you? Yes, I'm doing it unto the Lord, but how do I begin to? This is a very unfamiliar territory. I know nothing about putting products together, consistencies, I don't know what, molecules, yada, yada, yada.
Wow. When we went into this, we were armed with only two things. Listening, because first, natural hair was a strange conversation.
Yeah.
African women have never been taught to take care of their natural hair.
I have never had any chemicals on my hair.
That's why you are one of my mentors into this. African women have never been taught how to take care of their hair. So what you know is, if it is not straight, then it is not beautiful, it's not manageable.
Yeah.
So now we are going back to our roots. We want to see how is it that we can be able to be healthy. What are the healthier options of taking care of our hair? And now you're stuck. So for me, that was, I didn't know. It was also something new to me. When I cut my hair, because I just wanted convenience, I just wanted to wake up in the morning and be able to rush into my schedule without having to run into a salon every other day. I wanted to be able to take care of my hair at my own convenience. So when my hair started growing, I realized this is something I didn't know how to do. And then there were conversations going on among women who are also trying to take care of their natural hair. And so if you find out something that works for you, then you tell the rest. And if there's a product you think is working for you, then you tell the rest. So there were those conversations going on. So the only thing I went into the market knowing is I needed to listen a lot, because I also didn't know what is the natural hair community saying about their hair. What do they really need? And then number two, just know that I needed to work hard to be able to meet the needs of my clients. Yeah, so we were ready to just grow from within the community, learn in the process. We were learning on the job, really.
Learning on the job.
Yes.
And this is, when you think about, I think the service industry is easier to enter into than manufacturing, which is really what you're doing.
Yes.
And so how learning on the job, even learning about the complexities of distribution and all of that, you have to go to a course. You go to online courses at night to check how do you manage distribution.
The other thing you have to agree to when you just decide to become an entrepreneur is that you don't know everything, and that there are people who are in this world to do that. So you let them shine, then you shine in what you're strong at.
Okay.
So for me, I am strong at management. So I would rather, I felt it was better for me to engage other people to do that. So like, for example, when we went into formulation, we engaged chemical engineers. When we went into distributorship, we had to engage people who had experience in distributorship. You can't do it all and survive. But then I would have been back to my burnout of feeling very tired. At the end of the day, you realize you've just left one part of being tired into another
part of
yes.
So you need to be able to acknowledge what you're not good at.
Yes.
Yeah, as
Yes.
an entrepreneur. And then that's what you outsource to others.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Whilst managing the end product, what the clients or the final consumer.
Yes, and it's also leadership. I mean, if you are the only one who keeps doing things, then there is nothing you're passing on to the rest of the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just you keep hearing the sound of your voice, then you don't know what everybody else carries around with them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So this conversation is about the transition from career to business. You have so much.
I have tried so mine.
You have translated.
Yes.
How do you let go of all that investment and then say, I'm starting afresh? Gasheri.
Really, honestly speaking, it's, again, like I said, being able to notice what it is that, you know what we used to say in Alabaston, you get a kacha moment, yeah, you just realize this is what I am about.
Yes.
Yeah, this is my purpose.
Yeah.
And so you run in pursuit of that purpose. So I just realized for me, clinical dentistry is something I love doing.
Yeah.
And actually, at the beginning, I used to tell everybody, I have two things I love doing, so I'm going to do both of them. But it gets to a point where you realize, even if you had two children, it will never be that you will love them the same way for the same things.
Yes.
There will be one that will be stronger at this point and the other one at this other point. And so what is it that you exactly want as a person? So for me, it is, it felt better to run after.
It felt more authentic.
More authentic,
alive.
more alive,
Yeah,
even. More alive.
It's
Talking
about
about...
what is making you feel more alive.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
So now tell us about this baby. Share. Is this a baby now, a teenager? No, maybe. No longer a baby. It's out.
It's a baby who's grown fast.
Yeah.
It's a baby who's grown fast. Let's call her preteen. Let's call her preteen. Yeah. At this point, we are giving her a lot of attention, focusing on growth. So every single day, you just have to be there to be sure by the time they're getting to teenage, they have not gone all wrong. They are still staying within what the core values of being where we are is, which you can easily deviate from, because I mean, in business, half the time you're thinking money, 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 but you have to think, why are you here first and foremost? Even when money doesn't make sense at that point, there is no economic sense in it. What are the values that keep you here?
What are they for chefs? What is the why behind the chefs product? What is the fuel? What drives you guys?
We have three core values. First, like I said, listening, because we don't know everything and we are serving people. They have their needs and we are not the reason why the brand is there. They are the reason why we are here. So listening is one of our core values. Our second core value, which we cultivate a lot even within the environment of the company and try to impact as much as possible, is hard work. Yeah, which you will find me talking about everywhere, because I have almost felt every day like we are beginning to raise a generation that loves shortcuts into life. So hard work for us is a big thing. We have listened to our clients. So how do we avail what our clients want within the quality that they want and within the timelines that it's wanted? So hard work. And then honesty. Yeah, a lot of businesses run on, let's just make the money. Sometimes there are things that you need to tell clients, actually here we didn't achieve exactly what we wanted, but we will be back. Yeah, and people assume sometimes, let's hide. But also it's good that businesses are seen to be authentic. And seen to be run by humans. There's something very great about being human to people. They feel like they are relating with a real...
In these days of internet.
That
they're relating with something.
Yeah, they're relating with somebody and a company that has people behind it, not robots. So those are our values.
That's fantastic. You talked about listening,
hard work, and honesty.
Honesty.
Yes.
That's beautiful. And then tell us about the products are here. Products,
Yeah.
But tell us about these products. I can see you have got oils, and you've got Mizizi, and you have got Sheba. Is it Sheba or Sheba?
Depends on whether you went to group of schools or a polling station. Yeah, primary. Yeah, so Shiba. We have 2 product lines. So we began at Mizizi. When I was taking over from Magnolia, the conversation was about expansion. Where do we go next? Because, like I said, we went in with just listening and hard work and just wanting to be honest. So we realized the only way for us to be able to serve the African woman as they wanted to be served was to be able to listen to them. And the conversation at that point meant avail everything that you can for us to be able to take care of our hair, take care of our skin.
Okay.
So the conversation was expansion, and we were at 3 products. So from 3 products, we are now at 25 products within Mizizi.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey, but we are glad. We are at 25 products. Then we went into Sheba. Now, Sheba was something that we were pushed out of our comfort zone. We were happy just doing checking into the world. Oh, West Africa have cocoa butter. We love the cocoa butter from West Africa, so we avail it to our clients. Then our clients said, now we want to take care of our hair in a different way within the African setup. We will want products made with this same Mizizi products. Now, because we have come to trust in the brand that you've given us and the products and the quality that is in the products. So can you give us shampoos? And so we can be able to afford, at least we know we are not getting them from abroad, and so they will come very expensive by the time they're getting here due to shipping costs. So we went into research now, and Sheba was launched last year in May. Yeah, with 2 products. We started with a shampoo bar and then a deep conditioner. Yeah, the deep conditioner is here, this one. Yeah. And then we went back to the lab again. Then we did 3 more products. So we have our curling gel, our curl cream, and then the instant conditioner. And so we are continuing with Sheba. Sheba is supposed to eventually have 8 products in total. Yeah, as we look now at how do we take care of our kids, how do we take care of our brothers and sisters who have dreadlocks, how do we take care of the men? Yeah, because with women come with their other associates. They come as a family. They're the ones that make the decision, what is my child going to get? And so as you try to pass the conversation of being an authentic African, appreciating and loving yourself as you are, that conversation starts from the mother to the child. So how do we pass that to the child? We have to take care of the women so that they're able to pass the same conversation to children. And
I love that you have shared kits, because that means your products must be really good. They are safe enough for children to use.
Yes.
Then they must be really authentic products.
We have gone to ensure that anything that has a danger sign on it in any way does not enter into any of our products.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes. So the one country we've realized are very serious about their standards is Canada. And so we benchmark a lot against the standards for Canada. So half the time things can be used elsewhere in the world, but not in Canada. They're very serious about what goes into the products of their citizens. Yeah, so we are ensuring that our kids are taken care of just as our women and men are taken care of.
Okay.
Yes.
If I am a newbie in the Shed Naturals range, which of the products would you recommend that I start with for me and my daughter and my husband? Everybody can use them.
Okay. So usually we will want to know what your needs are. So we have a team that will guide you through your choices. So for example, if you're just coming in and the only thing you're thinking about is what do I do with my hair, we'll advise that at least you start with an oil that you can use for what we call pre-shampoo treatment. something light. So like we're talking about either coconut oil, we're talking about either avocado oil or olive oil. Those are good places to start. Either of those three would be a good choice. Then we look at shampooing. So what you will realize now as I speak about what to have in your pack is you can't separate Mizizi and Sheba. So now we were dealing with oils from the Mizizi range because now those are 100% pure products. Now we've gone to the shampoo. We have a shampoo bar that is moisturizing, and that is what African hair needs. Something that will not strip the hair of its moisture, natural moisture, and its natural oils. So the shampoo bar is actually in Sheba. Yeah, we have gone to the lab, researched and formulated. Then from there, you're thinking of a treatment, or what we call in the natural hair space deep conditioning. Yeah, normal language everyday uses treatment. Yeah, so a deep conditioner, you realize your hair needs both protein and moisture. So we have combined them.
Wait. Deep conditioner means treatment.
Yes, deep conditioner is a treatment.
I just learned that one. Last moment. Me, I didn't know. Me, if it's not a treatment, I'm not buying. Like, forget it. I'm like, I'm looking for a treatment.
That's we figured there were people like you, like Mani, so we ensured to call it a deep conditioning treatment. So you so we ensured to understand the Kenyan market, and understand our language. So it's a deep conditioner, but basically it's what we call treatment in our usual day-to-day language. Then now, once you're done with the deep conditioning, now you need to moisturize your hair and seal the moisture. Now the thing about moisturizing hair is you're basically talking about water. So when you're talking about water, you're also talking about how is it that I can be able to retain that water for longer? Because what you realize with African hair, when it's wet, it's very easy to comb through and do all your issues around sliding one against the other because there is water. The minute it dries, it becomes a bit more difficult to manage it, and that's where now you get breakage. So now you're thinking about moisture and ensuring that you keep the moisture there.
That's
Those are the things we are trying to educate African women to love their hair, so that it may be this way, but it's just what I have been given. I just need to learn what this hair of mine loves.
So now you have a product now to seal in the moisture?
Yes. So now the oils are the ones that you seal in moisture with. So usually you will have a leave-in that will give you moisture, more moisture, and just ensuring that you keep it longer. And then now you seal the moisture, just so that when you walk out into the sun, you don't evaporate all the moisture that you are working so hard to put into your hair. So basically that will be your starter pack. You'll have an oil for pre-shampoo. You can still use it at the end where you seal in the moisture. Then follow with a shampoo, then a deep conditioner, and then now you need a leave-in treatment, which gives you more moisture. There are people who just prefer to just use the moisture they've gotten from washing their hair, just seal the oils on top. Now, it is advisable that you have a light oil and a heavy one. So now, when you're talking about light oil, it's the ones I've talked about, and there are many others that you can look at that are light. But now, when it comes to the heavier ones, it's because they give you almost a complete seal, because the lighter ones will go into your structure of hair. Considering hair is very tiny, it goes straight into the structure of your hair. To take care of your hair from inside, you need nourishment, and now something that will cover completely on the outside of the hair to ensure you do not lose moisture. So you're talking shea butter.
Okay, that's a heavy one.
Cocoa butter, mango butter. Castor oil is also a very heavy oil. So you can use it that way. So those are the things you're looking at. Now, when you talk about skin, it can range from whichever direction. There are people who will come, after midday, people are talking about age.
Yes. Age. Okay, let's pass on. Age.
Yes. So
oils for anti-aging.
You're looking at vitamin E oil. You're looking at rose hip oil. Rose hip is actually called the natural Botox. It plumps your skin.
Is it here? It's not here.
Vitamin E will protect you against the sun. There's argan oil as well. There is carrot oil. Carrot oil has an SPF of 40, so it protects you against the sun. Sweet almond oil, the wrinkles and everything, especially the eye area, takes care of that quite a bit. So there are quite a number of oils that will take care of that. Then you're also thinking about now the different types of skin. Has somebody walked in with dry skin, so they need heavier oils? Has somebody walked in with dry skin, if they've walked in with dry skin, they need heavier oils. If they've walked in with oily skin, they need lighter oils. If they've walked in with normal to combination skin or either of those, you have to also put them in a range. So
Sherry, it's when you tell me all this, it's a bit overwhelming, and I'm like, I'm again like, I don't even know where to start. Now, let's go back to how we were raised. Used to have one oil that could sort out everything. And hair. Which of the, if someone is, let me start with this one. Before even coming to the Sheba range, let me start with this oil that can sort out my hair and my skin. Yani, when your child comes in the morning, when they need to go to school, you apply this oil from the hair to their face, to their body, then tell them.
Usually when somebody just walks in and the first thing they say is, I want to take care of my child's hair and my hair, we start them off at coconut and shea butter. Yeah, that's a familiar ground to be able to start. And then now there's one thing, the reason why we have so many products is because not everyone's hair or skin is the same. So then we can be able to judge from there. Do you fit there or don't you fit there?
It's true, because like for me, can I just tell you, olive oil doesn't work for me. For my hair? At all? And yet there's somebody who will swear by olive oil. So that's the reason we have all those products. So when you come and you say, I want, and some people even have different reactions on the hair and on the skin. Somebody will say, olive oil works beautiful on my hair and on my scalp, but on the rest of my skin, it just reacts. So now you have to think where to put that person. That's why one of our core values is listening. So that we can be able to guide you through. Usually we call it a journey. We journey you through the point where you're able to say, this is what works for me. So that you don't come and say, no, I can't handle natural hair because I don't think anything. Does not work.
Now,
so we want to journey with you. That's the After Media community wants to journey with you. Where do we find you?
Wow. So we are online. Our presence is everywhere online. We are on Instagram. We are on Facebook.
So what do you look for?
Chef Naturals. Chef Naturals. Our team will be able to guide you depending on where you are in the country, outside the country. So we have stockists all over the country and in East Africa. And if you need products shipped to you all over the world, they can be able to be brought to where you are. You just need to speak to us. So we have a team always listening to you at every particular point, being able to guide you. And if you're within Nairobi and you need a delivery to your office, to your house, because you don't have the time to come and shop in town where our shop is based, then we bring the products right where you are, because we have a full-time delivery system.
So it's Chef Naturals everywhere, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Are you on
LinkedIn as well?
LinkedIn as well. Do you have a website?
Yes, we have a website. www.chef.co.ke.
And that also gives us the range of the products.
You can be able to shop from there directly. And we'll pick your order.
Hey, thank you so much, Sherry. I'm now very well versed and educated about not just the chef products. I think what you've done today, you're so generous in educating us about the different kinds of products that are out there for us. And I can now distinguish between the Mizizi, Sheba.
I
can now be able to, and I have learned a new terminology called Hohoba, Jojoba.
It's not Jojoba, it's Hohoba.
So I've learned about that as well. And so thank you so much for this conversation. And the other thing is that off the camera, we're talking about your price ranges. And I'm so amazed at how affordable your products are. Now, all you need to do is just go to their websites, contact them on the social media platforms. Your price ranges are really good. So you really are listening.
Yes, we are.
Listening.
We came in to be able to give affordable products so that African women can stop the conversation of it's too expensive to be natural.
Yeah.
It can't be expensive for you to be who you are.
Yeah.
Yes.
So check them out, and then and as I said to you, I would like us to still continue with this conversation about entrepreneurship and the transitions. And I feel there's so many other questions that we'd like to ask you. So here's what I want you to do. Please go to the page and leave your comments below. What other questions would you like to ask Gasheri or any other woman entrepreneur who shall be having here regarding either transition, starting, or any other questions that you may have for them? Because some of you have already started the entrepreneurship journey, others haven't. Leave your comments below. And with that, be bold, be authentic, be significant, let your light shine. We'll see you next time.